Do you ever feel like no matter how much you know you're worthy, something inside still believes that you're not? Well, that belief might not be you. It might be your nervous system trained by emotional neglect. So let's talk about how emotional immaturity shapes your brain and how you can reparent it. So Dr. Lindsay Gibson's book, which everybody is loving these days for good reason, The Framework of Emotionally Immature Parents, has helped lots of people understand their upbringing and how it impacts them today. And emotional neglect isn't always loud or obvious. It's actually often absence of validation, attunement, emotional safety. And so we're going to talk about that, but not from the point of view of blaming parents, but it's really about understanding how these experiences shape your brain and how you think about yourself. So when a child grows up with emotional neglect, their brain adapts. The amygdala, responsible for the threat detection, becomes overactive. The prefrontal cortex, which helps with emotional regulation and decision making, may underdevelop. The nervous system gets stuck in patterns of that hypervigilance or in that shutdown of the freeze response. And this can lead to issues with self-worth, emotional regulation, people-pleasing, and chronic self-doubt, as well as hypervigilant and rumination. So reparenting is about giving the brain what it didn't get during development. So it's not about changing the past. It's about creating new experiences that signal safety and worth. That includes things like emotional validation, setting and respecting boundaries, and becoming more attuned to your own experience and your own needs. So repetition, emotional state shifting are what allow that brain to rewire and reset. Tools that support this process of neuroplasticity are things like mindfulness, breathwork, neurofeedback. They can help create those new patterns. Neurofeedback in particular can act like a mirror for the brain to help it recognize and shift those inefficient patterns without forcing change. It's especially helpful for trauma-sensitive brains that respond better to gentle feedback, to realign with the here and now. So if you're beginning to repair your brain, here are a few steps. So you can start by tracking your emotional triggers and patterns and ask, what part of me is reacting? You can practice changing your inner voice to one that is calm, that validates, that's reassuring, creates security. You can support your nervous system with consistent practices, so important. So that's movement, breath, rhythm, nature, neurofeedback, positive time with good people. This creates new emotional memories of safety, not just as a logic, but also as felt experience in your body. So you don't have to stay stuck in the patterns your brain learned as childhood. That's very important. Change is possible. I've seen it. Not because people fix the past, but because they give their brains new instructions today. So if you want to learn more, there are resources on my channel and website, including information about other brain training, neurofeedback, supports for your nervous system. And I'd love to know what's something you wish you had heard as a child. Leave a comment below. People love to support each other in this journey. So please share a comment with the community.